I don't know. This is the fourth one of today, but also I've got time, which I already addressed in the last episode. This time, it's Germany who's forming an empire. Again, this is the fourth one. The Fourth Reich. So the Germans, they've got like the 19th best military in the world, but the third best economy. That's bizarre. They beat the French in economy, just not in the military stuff. The German ally will look like this, and the German puppet will look like this. There you go. So, Germany, starting out, forming their own empire again. They're going to be just Austria, bye-bye. Liechtenstein, I don't care either. So the Germans re-annex Austria, which is allowed apparently. I don't make the rules, and they just do it. So, their actual first invasion will be of Czechia, because why not? The Germans make a pretty good headway towards Prague, which they capture very quickly, because it's right there. From here, the Germans reach up towards the border of Poland, which terrifies the Poles, who are even more terrified after hearing the Germans go, let's make the Fourth Reich. And yeah, Germany's just going to take over all of Czechia. So that's good for the Germans. I mean, they're so powerful at this point. I mean, like the German economy. And the military is very good. They can just fully annex countries, especially quite small ones like Czechia. Although Czechia is relatively strong. From here, I think we might just go and attack the Benelux countries, really. Let's go for them. So, Netherlands, Belgium, and Luxembourg. First off, Luxembourg. That's pretty quick. That's gone. Brussels is all the way over here, and so is Amsterdam. So the Germans start working on the northern areas. However, it doesn't really matter. They take Amsterdam very quickly. And although the Netherlands is a pretty strong country, and they might get their own video very soon, doesn't really matter. Belgium also gets pushed into, and now the Germans are getting right up on the border of France, which gives the French PTSD and absolutely terrifies them, along with like everyone else in Britain. I mean, just the entire video is terrifying. I say everyone else in Britain, I mean everyone else in Europe. I was just thinking mostly the British, because we had to fight against you guys twice, and at one point just by ourselves. I mean, ourselves and all like 70 of our colonies. So yeah, but effectively it was by ourselves. I mean, it was like the US and the Russians were helping us at that point. Luckily they did come and help us later on, so that was good. The next German imperialist stuff will be against Switzerland, a pretty strong country. A nice military, a lot of mountains, and a good economy. However, like what we did with the Indians, we don't care about mountains. The mountains disappear. So the Germans are rushing towards Zurich and Bern or whatever. I think Zurich's over here. This is why I said it. Bern might be around here though. I know Geneva's over there, so that's a thing that exists. They work on taking these southern Italian border bits because the Italians are supplying the Germans. They appear to be supporting the Germans in this war thing. I'm sure that's fine. And in the end, after quite a long time fighting Swiss in mountains, who are just like sitting on top of a mountain, like shooting a missile at you, and then moving to the next mountain in their helicopter and shooting a missile at you, and just being really annoying, they eventually took out the Swiss and annexed them all. So that's cool. And Germany's looking pretty scary in Europe, which is going to cause some people to think. That's crazy. So we're going to have Poland. What's the opposite of grey? It's not too similar to the German puppet colour. I don't know. How about this colour? The Poles make their own alliance. Who wants to join the Polish alliance? Not really anyone yet. They might do sometime in the future. We might get some more people. Especially with the Germans launching invasion into Denmark now. So, the Germans start their invasion over here. They take this island before moving over to Copenhagen and Bornholm. I just keep calling this island Copenhagen. I mean, that's the only bit that anyone cares about. Aarhus. It's somewhere over here. Aarhus might actually be up there. I might be stupid. Anyway, Denmark isn't going to win this. You're not getting Schleswig-Holstein back. And I don't really care. Good old Schleswig-Holstein. It's such a fun thing to say. If you're feeling down, just say Schleswig-Holstein. and you'll feel much better. Anyway, cool. Germany's got the entire Jutland Peninsula back, so yippee. I love that it's called Jutland. It juts out, and they call it Jutland. I'm so pleased with the Danes. Speaking of German annexations, though, they are going on a little trip over to North America. Like, what? Yeah, they're not going that far. They're going to Greenland, because Greenland's owned by the Danes. And Greenland went, whoa, we're independent, that's cool. Wait a minute, 25% of our GDP comes from Germany. Denmark, well, it's about to come from Germany, because Germany moves in and just takes Greenland. Cool. On the return journey, the German military is going to go over to Iceland and going to attack them. So they make a landing at Reykjavik. Uh-oh. And they carry on along the south, which I imagine is probably the bit where most people live. Thingvellir, I think that's over here somewhere. They take that, regardless. So that's nice. Oh yeah, the Faroe Islands. Those are now German. Yippee. There you go, Germany. It's your birthday. It's more like Christmas. I don't know when Germany's birthday would be. Anyway, Iceland isn't meant to be surviving this long. Probably like a volcano erupted, and the Germans are like, oh no, damn it, blasted volcano. Anyway, uh-oh. The Germans have naval supremacy. We're screwed. Britain, how could you let this happen? Anyway, only joking. Germans might a sec though. They take Iceland, and that's cool. Right. Cool. More like Reich, not right. The Germans are doing significantly better, and that's because the diplomacy doesn't matter in this world. At least not that much. As the Poles will be adding a few more countries to their alliance, including Hungary, Lithuania, and any more guys? Slovakia. Yeah, let's throw them in there. Speaking of countries who should have joined this alliance, Norway. Right. The Swedes, they've got a pretty popular opinion of the Germans because I don't think the Swedes like the Danes very much, and now the Danes are gone. So the Swedes are going to join the German alliance. I've decided the German ally looks like this now. As they both invade Norway together, the Swedes work on taking this bit. I don't remember what it's called. I once used to know what this province bit was called, but I don't really know. Whilst the Germans go over here to Oslo, they take that. They move over to Trondheim from the Faroe Islands. The Swedes have probably already taken Narvik, and they work on taking more of this mountain stuff. The Germans will connect their two front lines, and yeah, Norway, you're not winning this one, mate. I love Norway. What a great country. A few more episodes, and they'll get to the Norwegian Empire. Give them Greenland back. That's what I think. You know, they found Greenland, and they colonized it, along with Iceland. And then you had the Kalmar Union, you had Denmark, Norway, and then the Danish just took it from them. Anyway, I like Denmark too, so, yeah. But Norway I like more, so, there you go. Sorry, Denmark. Norway's just that bit better. Anyway, this is looking suspiciously like something I've seen in a history book before. Uh-oh. I wouldn't fret that much. Anyway, speaking of someone who is fretting, Finland. Because, yeah, regardless of whether or not the Germans respect you, they're probably still going to invade you. So Finland, along with their little friend over here in Estonia, they're going to join the Polish alliance along with Latvia, because Latvia might as well. This looks an awful lot like, what was it called? Warsaw Pact? Something like that. More just like Soviet Eastern Europe. Anyway, Germany's next target is going to be Slovenia, who just loses. Mediterranean access, now, so that's scary. Also, the Swedes are now a fully fleshed German ally. They're going to stay as an ally. It wasn't just a situational thing. What else do the Germans need, though? I mean, it's not a whole lot else that they really need. They would like to get this from the Russians. So in the end, they're going to buy it from the Russians. And now the Polish alliance is like, what? Why? Why Russia, you stinking scumbag? But, you know, that's cool. Next up, the Germans are invading Croatia to get some more Adriatic coast access, because 44 kilometers isn't very much. They take Istria and work out separating these two areas. From here, the Germans are going to continue down the Adriatic coast, and they're going to recruit Bosnia and Herzegovina as a new ally, and allow them to take this bit. Well, actually, maybe not all of this. I mean, like, yeah, you do protect your interests. As for the rest of this, though, it's mostly going to go to Germany. However, you might as well help out your new ally, Bosnia and Herzegovina, and also make sure that they have a front line on Hungary, because I feel like you're probably going to fight the Hungarians at the end of this video. Something it tells me. But again, the reason why they wanted this wasn't just so they could get near the poles, it was also because it's where Prussia is, and they want that back. Well, it's kind of where it is. So there you go. Bosnia is doing something. Now we're going to have a double invasion of Serbia, and by double invasion, I mean the Hungarians and the Bosniaks are going to invade. The Bosniaks, it's over the Republic of Srpska, so they can get rid of those guys. And now, like, the Germans are funding you, so you're fine. The Hungarians just want Belorussia. The northern bit, which the Hungarians used to have. Belorussia? I don't know. They take this bit anyway. So the Hungarians hear that the Bosniaks are going to invade, and they invade too. So Hungary ends up getting all this, whilst Bosnia takes the rest. Well, probably not the rest of it. It is Serbia, and this is only Bosnia and Herzegovina, so yeah, you can take this bit. I will just leave Serbia here as a child husk of a country. Lovely. They would have probably joined the Hungarian alliance after this. Hungarian Polish. Poland is the strongest in this alliance, so you know. However, they also got attacked by Hungary, so they kind of won't. As for capitals of the new countries that are in this stuff, Bosnia, Sarajevo, Hungary, Budapest is somewhere over here probably. Bratislava, I don't know, somewhere over here. Warsaw, there. Vilnius over here. Riga's over here. Tallinn is in the country somewhere. Helsinki's around here, and I'm pretty sure Stockholm is up here. I don't know. There we go. Right. Germans, you need to do some more stuff. How about make some more enemies, like the French? The French officially are terrified. Understandably so. However, what if the Germans did something so unpredictable that you would never see it coming? Coming. Why is it coming? The Germans invade Italy. I mean, that's pretty surprising stuff. The Germans work into the Alpine regions and take lots of the northern stuff. Yeah, I think the more videos I record, the more stuttery I get, so that's good. Also, I might just be nervous because I'm doing weird, nervous, leg twitchy thing. So that's good, isn't it? Yeah, I think I just have extreme anxiety. I don't. Lots of people have much worse stress than I do. So you shouldn't joke about those sorts of things. Anyway, Bosnia is also going to lead an invasion into this bit so they can get some stuff. They're a good German friend. Sicily's taken, and the French are going to just move into Sardinia and take that. The Italians are like, oh come on man, you scumbag. And there you go. Italy is taken out by the Germans and the Bosniaks, which you were not expecting in this video. Possibly. San Marino and Vatican City just disappear because I don't care enough about these guys. As for Bosnia and Herzegovina, you get all of this. Sicily becomes an independent country because they don't care. As for the rest of Italy, why don't we just keep it as an independent state? This is more of a Bosnia episode, like a Bosnian Empire video. I mean, they're doing much better than the Bosnians, I think, will do in their Empire video. I'm gonna have to fabricate a load of things. In this, I don't have to go like, oh, the Mafia take over Italy and now the Bosnians can invade. I just go, Germany invades, and their military is now really good, so it's better than the Italian one. Anyway, I think it's almost about time for us to have a little war. How about, we have Belarus join the German alliance, though. I think that's a pretty interesting idea. And your capital of whatever it is, I don't know. What is the capital of this country? Minsk. There we go. Minsk. Yeah, I don't know what that was about. Is there anyone else who I think will join this? I mean, I guess I can just throw them in whenever. The British are probably going to stay out of it though, because, yeah, I mean, this is a strong alliance. They'll be fine. Yeah, maybe not. Anyways, these two sides are going to go to... Oh, wait a minute. Let's just make a thumbnail, shall we? Can we make it the correct size? I don't know if I can. Because the last thumbnail was rubbish. That's not too bad. That's not half bad. Copy to clipboard. Great. Yeah, start of this war. So we have the Poles and the Lithuanians quickly invading this. Kaliningrad bit. Well, it's called Prussia now. It's Prussia now. It's changed beyond belief. Shut up. Shut up, Brett. You need help. Oh no, we've returned to this now. This happens in all my normal videos, but in the past 3, I haven't mentioned me needing help. Anyway, so Belarus is not doing wonderfully without any support. As for countries which aren't doing wonderfully, Bosnia and Herzegovina is not doing amazingly. And that's because the Germans just don't care enough. You know why they don't care enough? Because the French are here. Yeah, I'd worry about like the 7th best economy before I worried about Hungary and Delbruzia. Oh, it's Delbruzia. That's what it is. Yippee. A bit more also. German forces are going to move through Belgium to try and get into the French country. Some things never change. They don't get too far, however, and the Western Front seems to be seizing up. They move into Alsace, because, you know, the Germans love Alsace. And they also lead an invasion through the Alpine regions, which the French were not expecting, which is why Marseille has just been taken. Great. As for this, I mean, let's not defeat the French too quickly, shall we? Over here in Finland, however, yeah, Sweden's beating you. Because of course they are. It's Sweden, right? Sweden's like as strong as Argentina, which is strange, because I don't ever really think of Sweden as that strong. Sweden could probably make a really good empire in South America. So, you know, just think about that. They failed to get towards Helsinki and just take a load of cold stuff though, so that's great. You have all of Lapland. How do you feel? Cold. Anyway, as for Belarus, you're not having a great day, are you, Belarus? No. No, you're not. Because you just had your capital taken by the Polish. That's not fun. Sarajevo has just been taken by the Hungarians, and now it's effectively just the Germans and the Swedes. They can probably do it by themselves, though. Sicily is going to join this war, try to reclaim a lot of the southern stuff from Bosnia, which the Germans were not expecting. So they do pretty well, and in the end, Bosnia is just going to crumble. Well, and Herzegovina. Can't forget about that. The Sicilians are also going to start an invasion into the remaining parts of Italy, which the Germans were not expecting. And they take the remainder of this, so Sicily's doing pretty well, actually. I mean, well done, Sicily. Here's the Bosniak bit. Here's the Italian bit. Cool. Hungary's also doing pretty well. The Germans, though, they need a new friend to deal with France so they can deal with this stuff, because I've just remembered that I forgot to do this front line. And with all of these guys on it, I completely forgot. And yeah, if you couldn't see, the Polish are very, very close to Berlin. I mean, Berlin, I don't think it's the economic capital of Germany. I mean, it's pretty important, though. And they are losing a lot of stuff in Czechia and Austria, which might be slightly unrealistic, because it's mountains. However, I don't care, I'm an unrealistic guy. These Swedes, though, I mean, like, Finland's falling apart, and that's something. Good old Finland being beaten by the Swedens. Alright, the Germans' new ally they've recruited, however, is Spain. New nationalist Spain has just uprisen, and they're going to be invading the French. Cool. So they make it into southern France, and the French are like, what is this? Probably could have recruited the British. They might actually. Not gonna lie, you could do that. It's a bit unfair though if you get like some of the best European powers and then get them to fight Eastern Europe. That doesn't seem very fair. Anyway, the Germans are going to take Paris and they're going to leave the rest of France to the Spanish. Because like there's not much left of France, is there really? Over here now, they can turn their attention to reclaiming stuff. Like Italy, which they're just going to occupy. Well, what's your occupied called? I just going to just do that. Alright, here you go. And they take the rest of southern Italy. Over here in Croatia, they took all of these bits. And some of this northern stuff. I mean, Hungary's not having a great day here. It was going so well for you guys. And now it's really not. Because you've just lost control of a lot of things. The French aren't having a good day either. And they might leave this war pretty soon. Alright, so the coast of Bosnia and Herzegovina has been taken by the Croats again. Not entirely. Sarajevo has just been captured, and now the Serbs are being invaded by the Germans. Wait a minute, that sounds like something else. Wait a minute. Anyway, I need to stop making these jokes about world wars, because world wars are very serious things, and you shouldn't make jokes about them. It's just that it's Germany's video, and I don't know enough about Prussian history to make jokes about that. Also, the French aren't doing good enough for me to make any jokes about this. You only need one coalition to defeat the French at this time, though. There you go. We'll just make fun of the French then. As for Sicily, you're taken down. As for France, Normandy and Brittany rebel. Definitely wasn't caused by the British, who may or may not have worked out a peace pact between them and the Germans. Anyway, so France collapses. Over here in Finland, somebody else just collapsed. That was Finland. These random islands got taken, and Estonia is not looking great. Because the Swedes have just made a landing on their northern coast and taken their capital city of Tallinn. Don't know if it's there, but who cares? Estonia's just fallen. Well done, Sweden. I'm proud of you, mate. As for the front lines in Eastern Europe, the Germans have just pierced through that, and they're heading towards Slovakia. They capture Bratislava, which is either on this side or this side of the country. I don't really know. And it's not going well if you're Slovak at this point. Apparently, Bosnia and Herzegovina just briefly turned into Germany. Out there, invading Dobruja again, and Hungary's not having a nice day. Poland is the only one really carrying this alliance. The French are meant to do something, however, the French absolutely failed. Mostly French. Poland's like the 20th economy, so you're meant to do better than this. Kaliningrad has just risen out of control by these guys. And it means these Swedes can make an invasion into eastern Latvia and this bit. And now the Kaliningrad Prussian chaps are invading through these areas. And basically all of Latvia's just collapsed. Well, not this bit, but collapsed. And Lithuania's not having a great time because Belarus is back. And has managed to invade into here, and literally now it's just Poland. The Germans push Poland out of eastern Germany, and now they're heading into western Poland, the proper bit of eastern Germany. That's right. The Belarusians invade here, the Prussians invade here, the Swedish make a new colony in Pomerania, and now we have Bosniaks from the south, and Germany comes in like this, a weird mouthy looking thing. And they take out Poland. Time for a peace treaty, I think. Methinks. So, Sweden. You must be feeling pretty good about yourself. And to be fair, let's just have an old Swedish Empire thing come back. You know, I like the Swedish Empire. They're one of my favourite empires from history. Because, yeah, I mean, they just don't make enough videos about them on the internet. Or I just don't look for them. But they just don't seem to get enough time in the spotlight, because they're really cool. There's the war in 1625, wasn't there? Between the Holy Roman Empire, the Danes, the Swedes, and some other people as well. Estonia is now a Nordic country. There you go, Estonia. Look at what nice people we are. As for this, I don't really know what to do with all this stuff. I might just give it to Belarus. That's a good idea. Belarus, you get some stuff. There you go. Happy Belarus. And you finally won a war. And it wasn't with the Russians helping you. I mean, you've totally betrayed the Russians here. Like, completely and utterly betrayed them. But oh well. As for Prussia, you get that bit. I think you used to own some of southern Latvia. You do now, anyway. As for this, you're going to become the new German Baltic puppet. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. There you flip. There you go. Right, cool. Poland. What are you doing? I don't know. How about we just have all of this happen? The Spanish take all of this. I don't think the French are really going to survive this, are they? Not really. And of course we need our Brittany Normandy nation. Apparently the Spanish have also just made their own empire, because I destroyed Andorra now. Haven't destroyed Monaco though, so the Germans haven't gone that low to invade Monaco. That's what they all say. No, I just looked how it rhymed really. Germany, doing stuff well. These two guys, you lose your stuff. However, we have a historical union returning, which, I mean, I'm not entirely sure on this one, but I think it sounds I think I got it right. It was that one, the Germans fought with them in World War I. It was like Slovakia, Hungary, wasn't it? Anyway, so that's back. It does look slightly in the wrong place, but it doesn't really matter. Slovakia, Hungary's back anyway, so that's good. Southern bits with the Bosniaks taking over this bit of Italy, whilst the Germans take over Sicily, and the Spanish are allowed to take Sardinia and Sicily and Corsica. We have a German puppet placed in Normandy, Brittany, a new rebellious area. And as for the final bit of this peace treaty, the Germans take these northern areas of Poland, the Belarusians take these bits of Poland, and as for the rest of the Polish state, it is turned into another German puppet. This is quite an unhappy looking Europe. Yeah, Belarus. It looks a bit like the old German borders, which is never a good sign. But there you go. This is what would happen if Germany imperialized again. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and let's just hope this never happens, because this is a pretty scary reality. Have a nice rest of your day. Goodbye.